The Special Forces team leader slowly moved his fist away from his eyes to the sides of his body. As the fist moved further away from his eyes, Shane Kelly's expression became more and more serious. He couldn't believe it and turned his head to look at his own hand in disbelief. The fist so close to his face had disappeared from his vision. This meant his field of view had narrowed, and he could only see straight ahead. The sudden situation made him an excellent fighter, very worried when he went to the hospital for a checkup. The doctor said there was nothing wrong with his eyes, but he clearly felt his field of view had narrowed recently, whether in training or on missions. He had experienced sudden blurred vision. The doctor listened to his description and suspected a problem with his brain nerves and suggested he get a brain CT. The unknown answer was like a judgment hanging over him, making Shane Kelly eager to know the results. But when the results came, they left him confused and scared. The doctor's news left Shane Kelly speechless, but compared to that, he was more concerned about the risks and side effects of the surgery. He didn't want to end his career as a Special Forces officer. The doctor understood the uniqueness of his profession and suggested he switch to a desk job because although the surgery was mature, it required 6 months of recovery and no strenuous exercise. Shane Kelly wanted to ask if there were other treatments, but the doctor said his condition required immediate craniotomy. Shane Kelly hadn't made up his mind yet and just said he would think about it. Walking alone on the street, he was lost in thought about his Special Forces career and his future with Mika. He was anxious and wanted to hear his girlfriend's voice but couldn't reach Mika, so he went home and searched online about the side effects of the surgery. The numerous side effects made Shane Kelly even more anxious. He was worried that after the surgery, he might never be able to wear his favorite and most proud Special Forces uniform again. The next day, Shane Kelly found that Mika hadn't come home all night and her phone was off. He rushed to the hospital and only felt a sense of security when he held Mika in his arms. He decided not to tell Mika about his illness because before, when he had injured his hand on a mission, Mika was already very upset. He didn't want to make Mika cry again, so he planned to handle it alone. But what happened next almost made him unable to keep it from Mika. That night, Mika showed him a video of his training and praised him for being handsome, saying he looked like a hero in his Special Forces uniform. The more Mika said, the worse Shane Kelly felt. He wanted to ask Mika about her opinion on the surgery, so he pretended to ask about his friend's illness. However, Mika's advice was the same as the doctor's, suggesting craniotomy. Although Shane Kelly tried to hide it well, Mika still sensed something was wrong, but she didn't pay much attention. Despite the doctor and Mika saying the surgery was fine, Shane Kelly was still worried. The unknown side effects were like a bomb hanging over his heart, making it impossible for him to make a decision. It wasn't until Mika's words completely woke him up that he finally let go of his worries. After seeing his hand was injured again, Mika asked him with concern in Mika's heart, Shane Kelly was someone she could entrust her life to. Mika's words hit Shane Kelly hard. He realized that only by overcoming his fear and fighting the disease could he continue to protect the people around him. If he hesitated any longer and the condition worsened, he would no longer be able to fulfill his duty as a Special Forces officer. At this moment, he finally put aside his inner concerns and decided to have the surgery to regain his health and become the invincible Special Forces captain. In Mika's eyes, once again, a strong fortress protecting her. Download the Daily Short app to watch full episodes for free.